I'm sorry that I just cut you off. I didn't even realize I did that, but I really wish I could start over and do this whole thing over because I keep interrupting you with Charlotte because Brent's not here, but I have already done this far, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish. Okay, so I showed you the RNF Mall. The other thing I was going to show you is right here, the RF Lead the Way. This is the thing I told you about that is cool because you can go on and log in, and this is where you get to choose your prizes for like earning miles, which I told you about, you know, like for every certain amount of PC orders you run or however many consultants you add in a month, like you gain miles. I don't keep track of this really. I like to just be surprised, but they send you all kinds of gifts the further and further you advance. So that's a cool little thing. You can look around on there, and you can actually go on and choose which gifts you want when you hit certain milestones. Obviously your RF Payday, which is my fave. But you would just go in and sign in to your RNF account, Payday account, and it'll show you. Let me show you real quick. There's not going to be anything in there since we haven't got paid right now. We'll get paid in a few days. But so whenever I do get paid, it'll show right here. And then I'll just go to transfer funds whenever I'm, you know, get paid. And I will click on the account I want to put it into, and I'll just say, you know, transfer from card to this account, and that's all I have to do. And it's pretty simple. Let me make sure there's nothing else. I don't think so on that. Okay, here's your performance tab. This is where I go to look at auto ships for PCs. So I'm gonna click on that. Okay. So here are, you know, a list of PCs, and over here says PC perks date, so it shows you when their next shipment is coming up. So what I do is I just keep track of that, and those apps that we have are going to be helpful for this because you can look on your app and tell like who has an order coming up and so forth. But you can always log on to this, save this in your favorites on your phone, and you can log on to this and look too, because this is still a good way to check and see whose orders are coming up. But once I look and see that, then after that I will go and message them and just say, hey girl, you know, you got to order this month, what can I get you, question mark, whatever, and just see how they respond. And you can always go in and change their account if you want to, or if they need you to. Then there is your vital signs, your personal team report, fast start, promotions, all that kind of stuff. So this is more so once you start building your team under you, it will start showing you, like I said, you know, see your downline report, your personal team report, like all that kind of stuff. It'll kind of, you know, show you that. So you don't worry about that right now. And even now, like, I mean, I don't worry about it. I basically can look at how my team's doing on my dashboard and see where we are. Like, let me go back here to my vital signs. Sorry, it's kind of slow. I'm going to show you November, since that month is done. And kind of like what the month looked like at the end, and we had a really great month last month. It was awesome. Okay, so these are all like people part of our team and things like that, so I can see all of their PSQVs, or, you know, sales, all that kind of stuff. And so and if you, let's see, hang on just a second. Sorry, I'm just looking around. Okay, so one thing I wanted to show you that is really cool about, I'm sorry, I went to the wrong thing. That is not what I wanted to show you. I'm so sorry. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. I think, hang on just a second. No, this is what I wanted to show you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go to the other. Okay, so I'm clicking on November, so this is going to show you. Okay, so at the end of November, we had 5 of some of the girls that signed on are not working the business. So we had 5 people hit executive consultant, which was great. And then if you look down here, it shows what our team volume did, and we brought in $17,813, which is awesome, especially considering our team is small. So everybody had a really great month last month. And it just goes to show how we grow, because I can go back and look at what I thought was great months before this, and this is actually the best month that we've had, like, as a whole so far, with our little team. So it's been great. Last month was a really fun month. We had lots of people really do well. So anyways, okay, so now I'm going to take you to the Biz Dev Library. This is your best friend. This has everything. It has guides, it has forms, it has marketing, training, anything that you could possibly want or need is on here. So this, I think the best thing to do is just to, in your spare time, because we all have so much of that, but when you get a chance, I should say, just go through and look at a few of these if you want to. These product marketings are great, so you can kind of look at what's in the products, how to market them. Product training is great, so those would maybe be some things I would like maybe hone on in right now. And then, so anyways, like I said, this is a great thing to have, Biz Dev Library. Your contacts, just keeping up with everybody, or all your orders. Now, my account is where I go to manage all of my stuff. So if I need to edit my CRP is here, or my Pulse. I don't ever need to edit that. That just runs. But CRP, I update monthly because I don't ever know what I want. Okay, so like mine just ran this month, so this is for next month. So I would go in if I wanted something different, and I would just say edit replenishment order again, and I would take out what I had last time, and I would add what I wanted this upcoming month to that. So that's that. And I think that's pretty much it. Like, I mean, obviously there's a lot going on here, so it's just a matter of, you know, signing on and playing around with it, getting familiar with this. But again, you know, Communications Corner that has lots of flyers and invitations. The RF Mall, Lead the Way, RF Party, RF Payday. But any of these are all great to use. You can play around with all of them and see which ones, you know, you want to use for your business. So it's all great. And then, like I said, performance is good because you're going to be able, at this point, I think the most you would use this tab would be for AutoShip PC Perks until you start building your team, and then this other stuff will start coming in handy. Biz Dev Library is good for literally everything. And then your My Account tab, which is what you're going to edit month to month for what you want. So that's that. And I think that was all I was going to show you on this video. One thing that I do suggest that would probably be super helpful is if you can go to YouTube and type in, let's just see, when I put in Rodan and product overview. So you can click on any of these. The doctor's talking about the products, you know, or you know how Google is. You can, you know, basically type in anything, and you know, as long as it's something like this that's legit. I mean, we can, like both of us said, we're visual learners, so I would just take a little bit of time and get on there and just type in maybe reverse regimen or unblemished or whatever. Definitely use the Biz Dev Library, the product training on that, because it does have some really good stuff. But this would be good too if you want to just learn a little bit more about the products, you know, watching some videos, short little videos about what's what, how to apply stuff, things like that. The Acute Care and which are those little strips, wrinkle filling strips, the Microderm roller, all that kind